to, and I'm going to say good morning and happy, well, it's not morning for Laura, that's for sure. Happy Sunday, beautiful ladies. Okay, so it is Sunday, June 30th. Today is the last day for the $20 off on any challenge pack. And tomorrow we officially launch Morning Meltdown 100. So I'm really excited about it. I think I've sent probably about 70 sample workouts to people with that post that I did. So I definitely recommend just copy and paste. I had lots of coaches, can I use it? Can I use it? And I was like, yes, just use it. Everything that I post and share is usable in whatever, if it works for you, please feel free to take it. I actually take it as a compliment. Like, it's like, yay, they liked my stuff, it resonated, so they shared it. And I know that a lot of top coaches would do the same. Like, I will often go for inspiration to another coach's page. Sometimes on writing, not necessarily on the idea for a photo, because obviously we would take very different photos, but on writing I would look for that. So feel free to use whatever you see that will help you. And the one thing I wanted to quickly go over, just one topic that came up that one coach asked about. I didn't have anyone send any questions in, and then I'll just open it up to anyone that has questions or things that they would like me to go through. Again, these hangouts are really informal. I'm not going to have like an agenda or anything like that. It's literally for us to just bounce ideas, to ask questions, to share, to connect, you know, to regroup, those sorts of things. So that's the entire purpose of them. And so I had a coach ask about, she has a potential customer that is diabetic. And she said, can you help me through, like, how does this help someone who is diabetic? So I actually have 4 clients that are diabetic, and I think 2 of them are type 1 and 2 of them are type 2. And one of them is a really good friend of mine. She was one of my bridesmaids in my wedding, and she ended up with type 1 diabetes as an adult, which was really strange. They think she had a virus that attacked her pancreas, and so it stopped working. And so it was quite a scary time for her. But she has been drinking Shakeology now for 4 years. When she first started, she's not a coach, but when she first started with us, she found that the nutrition plan, which is the portion fix plan, really fit well with how diabetics are taught to count their carbs, because every meal that they have has to have some sort of balanced carbohydrate. I don't understand the system. I do know that basically diabetes is like, we lack insulin, and insulin is the key that opens the cell to allow the cell to process sugars, right? So that's why the sugar ends up in their bloodstream, and their blood sugars are so high when they're diabetic because their cells aren't actually using it. So she said that it fit really, really well. It was almost like perfect the way that the nutrition plan, the portion fix plan. Now, I don't know how the 2B would relate to someone that has diabetes, but she did say that the portion fix plan was like, it worked really well hand in hand. And the other thing with it is that the Shakeology actually helped her require less insulin, because her blood sugar levels were more consistent. It's very, very low on the glycemic index, so it doesn't cause spikes in blood sugar. And I also know, like with diabetics, they have to be really careful what carbohydrates they eat, because rice is the worst one. Rice is like, sends your blood sugar through the roof, which seems so, you know, weird that a little grain like that can affect your body so much. But so they have to be really cautious. So she said it was really awesome to be able to like decrease her insulin need, because the Shakeology was helping balance her diabetes. And I would say that honestly for any autoimmune disease, that's the entire reason why Shakeology was created, was because our cells are screaming at us. Our bodies are so undernourished because the nutrients aren't in food. If you go and watch some of Darren O'Lean's trainings on YouTube, you can just search Darren O'Lean on YouTube and Shakeology, and he will talk about like how our cell and Isabel Deichler, she's the other co-formulator. So they will talk about like how they spent so much time researching what like the farmers, the American Farmers Association in the 1920s was warning the government that a carrot was no longer the same as a carrot was 20 years ago because the soil is so depleted, right? And then when you talk about, like, you look at the dairy industry, and Michelle and I were talking about this the other day, that we have so many people in North America, and I don't know what it's like in the UK, Laura, maybe you have a better idea, but in North America, who now have dairy sensitivities and gluten intolerance or wheat intolerance. And in North America, it's because we only use one type of cow. So we only use this one specific type of cow for dairy, and our bodies have created these, it's like a rejection, basically, of that protein from that specific cow. Whereas if we used different cows, we wouldn't have that same reaction. But because it's all like streamlined to use this one cow, that's why our bodies react. Just like here in North America, I can't really eat bread because it just makes me feel like heavy. It doesn't, I don't have like an intolerance or anything, but it just sits. It doesn't make me feel good. And it's because it's not real wheat anymore. It's been so freaking modified here that, but if I go to Brazil, if I go to Mexico and I'm eating bread there, I'm totally fine because they're actually using wheat that our bodies can process. And so that's why that's where Shakeology comes in, is it's those missing links. It's the missing pieces of our food that help. And that's why I would recommend it to anyone who has an autoimmune disorder, because autoimmune is basically your body has created this rejection to something, right? And it's now manifesting itself in a different way. So I'm not going to profess to be an expert on it because I'm not. I'm just very passionate, especially when I went through what I did with terrible shakes and body full of cysts and wondering why, right? So that's it. I hope that was helpful about the diabetes part. And then I'm just going to open it up. You guys, you can unmute yourselves. There's only the 4 of us on right now. So, and just ask any questions, anything you want us to go over. I would really recommend pushing Morning Meltdown 100. So the coach window starts tomorrow. So it's for new coaches from tomorrow until the 15th. And then from the 16th on, you can get customers started on it. Okay, but you can't start a client with Morning Meltdown 100 until July 16th. It won't even be available when you go to share a cart, it will only come up for a coach in there. So just so that you guys know. And Megan made a really good point about that in the team call, where she said, like, it's 100 days. You want people drinking Shakeology for 100 days, right? You want them to be having it. So sign them up as a coach and then cancel. If they want to cancel it, go for it. Like I signed a lady up at the beginning of June as a coach because I saved her almost $50 in her sign-up process because of she wanted the Energize and something else. And because she got the coach discount on the things I added to her cart, it made more sense for her to sign up as a coach. And now she's canceling, but she'll always be my client, right? So I just put it to her that way that, you can sign up as a coach and then cancel at any time, but I'm going to save you $50. And then if you want to continue, you have a 25% discount. But if you don't want to continue, then we just cancel and you stay my client. So it's, it takes away that like awkwardness or weirdness of it when you say, like, you're still going to be my client. Like, it's okay. You're still part of our community, part of our family. But I really want to hook you up with a discount for at least the 100 days. And then after that, you can decide if you want to continue with it. You don't have to do anything with it. It's totally up to you, but you may finally fall in love with it and want to pay that forward. So those are my kind of bits and pieces today. And I would just open it up for you guys to have if you have any questions or things that you want me to go over. Now is the time, right? But you have to unmute yourselves.
I asked all my questions yesterday, so.
Yes, we had an awesome call yesterday. And Michelle and I just talked on Friday, so I don't know if she has any more. But I haven't talked to Laura in forever. Way over there in the UK. Right?
Hi.
Hi.
Can I just ask, Amanda, are you continuing on with another program while Morning Meltdown 100 is because I know there's like the prep calendar first.
Do I have it?
Like a 5-day prep. Are you continuing on with like?
I think she's releasing it tomorrow. I don't think anyone has their hands on it. There is a Facebook group that if you guys want to join, you can. It's called Boss Babes Mastermind. And they literally, it's like no team. It's all coaches. There's no team in there. But there's a lady in there who literally just posted, what did she post? I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's sharing this. It was crazy what she shared. I was like, okay, this is awesome. It's all free stuff that people, and they ask questions, and someone just asked, is there a morning meltdown prep calendar? And I don't think it's been released yet because we don't actually, the official program launch isn't until the 29th of July, right? That's when the group kicks off. So we're getting people started so they have their packages before they even start the program, right? I'm not going to start, I can start someone on 21 Day Fix, no problem, without physically having their package in their hand. But I can't start someone on Morning Meltdown 100 because I've never seen, other than doing the sample workout, I've never seen the program materials. I haven't like flipped through them. I haven't downloaded them onto my computer because I don't have access to them, right? So I believe the prep calendar is being released like this week. It'll come out with the samples for the schedule for like, because there'll be the, kind of like they did last summer with Lift 4, where there will be like the 10 workouts that we have access to that they take down and then they'll put back up for the client launch. Does that help?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah? Okay. But I'm finding that Boss Babes Mastermind group like crazy. I just check in when I can. There's tons of notifications. There's probably like, I don't know, 40 notifications a day in there. So it's not like I'm spending a ton of time in there, but occasionally I'll just go through and be like, whoa. Yeah, the one this lady posted the other day was unbelievable. It was literally something that you could copy and paste and just go do. So I found that really awesome, that there's this community of that.
So I have a question on the Morning Meltdown 100. Like, as coaches, we still have to pay for another package in order to get it, right?
You would have to pay, because we started like before the launch of the program, you have to pay for there's a couple options. One time I just did the digital release, which is like $30, I think, for the digital release. You will have it in October, right? So what I would do, if I would look at what I'm doing, this is how I would do it, is I would look at what I'm doing personally. So you're right now doing 21 Day Fix, right? Are you doing real time or regular?
Regular.
Okay. So you have the potential here to do 12 weeks of program. So for you, I would do the 21 Day Fix regular. I would do 3 weeks of 21 Day Fix real time. I would do 21 Day Fix real time extreme. And then I would do 21 Day Fix extreme. You have the potential to have a 12-week program, which is going to take you to almost to October. So then you have to ask yourself, is it worth it for me to physically purchase this program? At the same time, don't not promote it because of that, right? You're going to get people set up with it, and then we're going to mentor them through it. I'm getting the whole package. I'm getting the one that has the physical hard copy stuff. But there's no reason, like, don't feel like you have to get it. It's going to be in your library in October. There's certain ones that I didn't purchase. I never purchased Shift Shop early release. I didn't get the Mesta Mass one. I did get Lift 4 because I love lifting. Which other one did I get? I did get Transform 20 because I've always had this mental block with Sean T programs that I was like, okay, I need to actually do one of his programs from start to finish. And I totally hurt my elbow doing his program. So funny that I hurt my elbow. But anyway, so don't feel like you have to do, just know that you're supported on the people that you bring in that are doing it. We are going to have a group that is specific to Morning Meltdown 100. You're more than welcome to join the group. Especially if you put people in, it's good to join it, even if you're not doing the program yet, right? So I know in the beginning, like when we first started, I had to wrap my head around this because when we first started, we didn't have the Challenge Tracker app. I ran a new Facebook group every single month because I started my own challenge group right from the very beginning. And it was so tedious and overwhelming, like moving people from program to program. But then I also had to wrap my head around the fact that, okay, so I'm saying that my program launches on July, whatever, but I'm not doing the program then, you know? So then like my analytical brain there would be like getting in the way of me actually promoting it. It's okay if you're not doing the same program as someone else. It's okay if you have a different start date than someone else. It's okay because you're bringing them into the community, and then you're going to mentor them through the process of successfully completing that program, right? So that's how I look at it now. I'm like, yes, I'm launching. I'm picking a start date of July whatever. So it'll be July 29th because we'll have a prep week that probably starts July 22nd. And then it'll be July 29th launch. But that doesn't mean that you have to start it on that day. Be true to your journey and just be honest about it. Like, I'm finishing my program and then I'll be starting that program on whatever date. And, but we're going to mentor you through that startup. So that's how I would go about it.
So will the MM100 group be like our health and fit group?
Yeah.
Too, where they would, okay, so it'll be exactly the same. It'll just be more specifically for
MM100. So what I will do with people is I will put them into the MM100 group, and then when they're done their 100 days, I'll move them over to the Fit Club group.
Okay.
Because the MM100 group will fade away after that. We won't use it after. It will constantly be adding people until that time, but we won't be actively posting in it once the 100 days is up. Right?
And us as coaches can add our clients to that group and y'all can approve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So what I do in that situation, there'll be questions when you go to add them. What program are you doing? Or have you ordered your MM100 pack? And who's your coach, kind of thing. Like, those questions will be there. So you can either add the people or they can request to join and you send them the link. We don't have the group up yet. I'm sure it'll be up sometime this week.
Okay.
Okay. It's very exciting to be involved in a program launch. And there's usually 4 a year. So I think it's really cool for the newer coaches to get to see what it's about, because then the next time you feel like, oh yeah, I understand. We did this and we did this and we did this. And you don't have to overthink oh geez, am I starting at that date? Right. So yeah. Totally your call if you want to get it. You can always order the stuff later on. It will be in member library in October. So
yeah, I myself will probably just wait because I just literally started. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I didn't like the workout, but I think that's something I would rather do when I'm more prepared physically and mentally.
Yeah, exactly. So just, I say, like, honor where you're at. And you can talk to people too about the fact that they don't have to start with Morning Meltdown 100. If they feel like, get them to try the sample workout. And if they feel like, maybe it's just too much right now, which I agree with to some extent, because 21 Day Fix is that much just more simple than Morning Meltdown 100. I can see how someone would come into that program and be like, holy cow, what did I get myself into? However, the fact that they have so many modifiers in it, I think really goes to show, like, anyone can do this, and we need to get past the idea of like, oh, I need to do it like her. Yeah. Right? And that's why, for me, like, I teach Zumba. I never teach Zumba facing a mirror, ever. I will face the mirror. So one of my rooms has the mirror, and it has the mirror. I put my ladies standing with their back to the mirror because they feel like they need to, when there's a mirror, they feel like they need to dance like me. They feel like they need to move like me. And the whole point of Zumba for me is freedom, is everyone dances differently. I love teaching with Clarissa because she has, like, the Latin in her, whereas I don't. Yeah, I can move my hips, and yeah, I've had people say, wow, I've never seen a white chick be able to do that before. But, yeah, it makes me laugh every time, but I don't dance like her. I never will. I wasn't a ballerina. I understand music. I feel music and I love it. So I have great energy, and I want people to feel that. I don't want them to look in the mirror and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not looking like her, and then get all in their head. The whole point is to be out of your head, right? So I don't even know why I said that. Why did I say that? Why did I digress like that?
But because of the modifications, which
Yeah.
I did when I did the MM100 sample yesterday, I did the modifications. And I will be honest, sometimes I feel like I get more out of a modification than I do trying to do it, you know, like the person teaching. So
I think you're very right with that, because when I sometimes do a push-up, I get more out of a push-up from my knees than I do out of a full push-up, because I'm not doing a full push-up.
yeah.
Right. So I totally understand, and I completely agree with you about that. 100%. So cool. Anything else? So I will give everyone the heads up that watches this recording. I did put, I've done the calendar for, oh, you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? No, I'm going to hide. I do. Oh, now she's doing her stretch. I did I did the calendar for like booking a call, and there isn't much this week I'm available, but the following week I'm pretty much not available at all because of Summit. So that being said, I have, and Laura, you wouldn't know the new coach checklist yet unless you looked through it. But I think you sent me a message from WhatsApp. Did you message me once from WhatsApp? Or was it Vanessa?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, so I'll make sure that I have you on there. The best way to reach me is through WhatsApp. And I'm finding that my messages are getting really buried on Facebook. I just think that there's so many conversations, and I want my team to be a priority. So if you guys, anyone watching the recording, if you install WhatsApp, my phone number is +1 604 307 5602, and you can message me on there, because that number never changes. If I change my SIM card, you can choose to like keep your number the same in WhatsApp, so I always have access to that. And I'm finding it really awesome to be able to like just make you guys in there. I still like, that's how I talk to Clarissa, and that's how I talk to my kids' dad and stuff, so I'm in there a lot, but I'm just finding it's so much easier than Facebook messages. And I myself am trying not to be on Facebook as much. I only go on really once in the morning and then look later for a message. So if you really need an answer quick, WhatsApp is much better. So just give you a heads up on that one, especially when we're away at Summit. I will be checking my WhatsApp much more frequently than I will be Facebook Messenger. So, okay. I'm excited. Summit's going to be amazing. You know what I'm really excited about this year that they're doing differently is they're doing different tracks. So every year that I've gone, there's like, and I can't believe this is our 5th year going to Summit. There's like a general session. So Thursday night, there's like the big welcome and opening, and they'll do a few announcements. And I'm pretty sure on Thursday night, they announce where the Summit is the following year, because they put the registration on sale for the time that we're there. And then Friday, there's a general session where everyone's in the stadium. So Rachel Hollis is one of the speakers. I don't know who the other speakers are, though. I haven't even looked. And then we have like a training that used to be like almost the same for everybody. But now what they've done is they've done it based on like where you're at in your business. So like for new coaches to Diamond, up to there's a training. So you're in this one track, whereas for Diamond to 2-star, 5-star, you're in another track, and 5-star and above, you're in another track. So I'm really excited about that, because I feel like it will help us know how to like mentor new coaches. But whereas for the newer coaches that are there, it's going to help them just connect and feel like, oh, okay, it's not so overwhelming, right? When you're hearing something that from someone that's been coaching for 6 years, and you're like, what is that? What is she talking about? So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see what that's like and share with you guys. We will do a lot of lots of live videos in the Free to Be Hub and the Empower Squad Hub. Make sure you watch for Kendra, because Sarah is going to be with Kendra for the Beachbody Challenge, which is on the last night, and she's up to win the $100,000. Amazing. So one of our own team members could win $100,000. So Sarah will be up on stage with her as well. Yeah. Good morning.
You say hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Good.
Sir. This is Brianna.
Hi, Brianna. My one is sleeping, one's at a sleepover, and the other one is camping. So you can't say hi to my kids. My dog doesn't want to come say hi. She's suntanning way over there in the other room.
My dog needs to be let out. Watch the Yes.
So anyone do you ladies have anything else you want me to go over?
I don't. I'm good.
Okay. Laura, are you good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You're good? Okay. And I don't know if, I think Michelle's, I don't know if she's working or what. So I will sign off then, and you know how to reach me, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Oh, wait, we need to do a photo. I can't
What are
not.
we doing?
Okay, ready? Yay. Thank you so much, ladies. Thanks for being on with me this morning. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday, and I will be sending out the email later today. And the next team-wide team-wide coach information session starts Monday, July 8th. And the other thing is if you wanted to, I'm going to try running a coach info session this week on Instagram. So I've come across this many times where coaches are offering like an Instagram-based one, a Facebook-based one, and or a website-based one using Thinkific. So I'm going to start like just giving different options, because I'm finding a lot of people don't really want to be on Facebook, or they get over there and then don't get notifications for the group and are like, what do you mean the group's over? So so if you wanted more information, let me know. I'm not going to what I've done is created a private Facebook page that everyone has to be approved to come onto. And I'm going to try and run it there this week. So just trial and error, see what works, right? So if you want more info, let me know. Okay?
So real quick.
Wonderful. Sorry?
On the coach info session, that's if somebody's interested in becoming a coach, right?
Yeah.
Like we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's all.
Absolutely. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We will chat soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.